Hello, hello, and welcome to our humble little science project, our Porkcast, if you will. You're watching Double AD, the greatest place in all of cyberspace. And today, this is the place to be because we are talking about Spam in all of its delicious types and flavors. And joining me on this foray into processed meat is my partner in crime, the jelly to my peanut butter. She's sweeter than whiskers on a kitten. The superb Miss Junk is here. How the hell are you today, Miss Junk?
Thank you. I am good. Allergies are in full bloom. Love the hat, by the way.
Thank you. You know, I was gonna say this. I'm not usually a baseball hat kind of guy, right? I mean, I'm a hat guy. Don't get me wrong. I love my hats. I've got more hats than shoes. But that's.
Are you usually a sunglasses on the back of the head guy?
No, I don't do that either. I'm not like that. But I don't usually wear ball caps. I usually wear fedoras, driving caps, flat caps.
Wait, did you say fedoras?
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see you
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
a fedora.
I have a couple, 3 cowboy hats. I mean, it just depends on what the occasion is. But I gotta say, the people at Spam really know how to put a hat together. This thing is comfortable.
Right.
This thing is just ballin'. So...
That's good. Yeah. All right. Well, first of all, I think we should talk about the news, the Spam news.
The Spam news. Why don't you enlighten us to the Spam?
Enchanting new flavor coming.
Yes, indeed.
No, I don't know what the flavor is. You don't know what the flavor is. We're speculating, but it was on their Instagram page. They said, I can't remember the exact phrasing that they used, but it was about an enchanting new flavor. And at first glance, no, enchanted to meet you, MEAT, meet
right.
you, and it's a Spam can with orange coloring that I don't know, but then they blurred out what flavor it is. So what do you think? Like, my first thought was they're bringing back pumpkin spice, but I don't know that they would say enchanted for that. I don't know.
Well, they might. I mean, it just depends how they want to present the can, or they want to present the bouquet, if you will.
Right.
But
right.
I kind of went on a different twinge there. I said it probably is going to be candy corn flavored Spam. Could you imagine?
Are you pro candy corn or anti candy corn?
I am strongly anti candy corn. Good. I hate that stuff. My wife loves it.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
The only good reason to buy candy corn is to stack it up so it looks like a cob, an actual corn cob. That's the only reason to buy candy corn.
You're getting out your mom's good butter and you're putting them all in there at the same.
Right, or to cut off the yellow portion and act like you lost a tooth when you're in 5th grade.
Right, there you go. That was all the rage. That was the way we did it.
Your teeth that yellow.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whatever it is, it's going to be delicious. Maybe. So
it's going to get a review.
It's going to get a review. That's right.
It might be delicious.
It might be delicious, but it's going to get a review. So it depends on when it comes out. Do you have any idea when it's going to hit shelves?
I don't know. I assume it's enchanted, just reeks of Halloween season. So I imagine, soon. Yeah. I imagine sometime soon around pumpkin spice time. So
yeah,
I don't know. And also there's another thing that happens. It's the last time the green eggs and Spams collector's tin.
Oh, I didn't know this.
You didn't see? I didn't show you that. Yeah,
no.
It's a special for Dr. Seuss called Green Eggs and Spam. It's just a special tin.
Okay.
With the Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss brain, like the thing 1 and thing 2 are on it. Yeah, from
right. Okay, 'tis the season.
I know, but it's only available at Walmart apparently.
Oh, can I get it on Walmart.com? I wonder.
Tough time going to Walmart.
Yeah.
The nearest one's like 10 miles away. I'm like,
really? It's not that far for me. It's probably about half a mile down the road, but
pretty much I'd have to go into Jersey or.
Nobody wants to go to Jersey.
No.
Nobody wants to go to Jersey.
No Spam is worth that. I'm sorry. There has to be a limit.
You draw the line.
For sure.
Good Lord.
But that's not why we're here. But that's
no. Today we're going to talk about what flavor, Miss Junk?
Yes, Tocino
Spam.
I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
A type of Filipino bacon.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was going to give a quick shout out to the Spam here. Tocino Spam, little factoid if you didn't know this, introduced in 2014. It's a sweet and savory product, as we will get into here. and Tocino is Tagalog for bacon. In fact, it's a big part of the breakfast scene in Thailand, not Thailand, the Philippines. I apologize. And it's usually served with eggs and garlic rice, which is exactly what I made, but I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Right.
Gosh, I don't know what else we could say about that.
Yeah. Now, originally I wasn't sure if it was Tocino was added to it or what, but apparently it's just with Tocino flavor seasonings.
Right.
That's
right,
what it
right.
came. Yes.
Right.
And the interesting thing with this can is that it actually comes with directions on how to prepare it on the back, now, did you see those directions when you first opened the can?
The first thing I saw before I even opened it. Yeah.
Here's the most white trash thing I'll ever say in my life, but I didn't notice the instructions on the Spam because I didn't have my readers. Yes, I got LASIK surgery done a few years ago. Now I need reading glasses for things up close.
That's great.
Yeah, that's not the most old lady thing. So I just assumed it was like recipe ideas.
No.
So I completely ignored it.
Oh.
But
well,
yes,
once
there are
again,
instructions. We'll talk about that a little bit, I assume.
Right. Yeah. Because I did try a multitude, a variety of different ways. So, and I'm sure you did too. We'll talk about it here, but yeah. So, and I got a quick update on the Hormel Spam front.
Nice.
I did reach out to them and say, hey guys, what do you think of our product and what do you think of our show? And I actually got a response back, and it says, hey, we're going to forward you on to our Spam people. So thanks, Hormel. But I do look forward to hearing back from you. Merch is always appreciated. Hey, I'm not beggars. Exactly. I'm a chooser, and I choose Spam. Yeah. So this is
interesting, by the way. I don't know if you've ever flown in or out of the Minneapolis airport, but there's a little Spam kiosk.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they have some Spam merch. It's not a huge thing, but they have little, they have some representing. So, but yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some free if we're gonna be TINfluencers.
TINfluencers.
we need to have the flavors free,
Right. I mean, where else are you going to get this information? Right here at AAD Independent Research and Development Laboratories.
Exactly. So
without further ado, should we probably kick this thing off?
Sure. I'll remind everyone what our criteria is. We have 4 trotters that we rated on from 0 to 1, including 1/2. I don't know if we're gonna do quarters. Well, I guess we'll come up with that if it happens. We have visuals, aroma, flavor, and textures. And the next is next we have a trotter. Or next we have a snout.
Right.
It's the how it is. It's the recipe bit. When we feature Spam in a recipe and we rate it overall as
Yeah, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. And
that's the criteria.
That is the criteria. And as you see, our independent research and development laboratory team says it this way. I can't tell what it's going to be, but the text should be on your screen as we speak, allowing you to thusly follow along with us.
Yes. Yeah. And the first one is the visuals. Does the can look iconic, and does the product look delicious out of the can?
What do you think, Miss Junk?
I think the can looks iconic. It still has the same look. It's the color's a little different, obviously. I'm a big fan of the blue and yellow, in general, but this is a little different, but it looks like the can. And outside of the can, now this is different. Like, first of all, again, I didn't realize there are the instructions say to cook it, so it doesn't say to eat it raw.
Right.
Which probably shouldn't be eaten raw. I don't want to, maybe you can, but does it look delicious out of the can? I kind of like that it had you could tell there was some sweetness in it with the look. So I gave it a full trotter. I gave it a full trotter.
Yeah. Nice.
Now it was I can see where someone might look at that. Normally there's a little bit of gelatin around a Spam, when it comes out.
Right.
This didn't really have that so much as it looked like almost like an orangey kind of like we were talking about baked beans before, almost like that, what you get from when you cook what you see on baked beans, which I kind of like that. Some people might not, but I do. So I gave it a full one. Full
trotter. That's nice. I was not so kind to it. Okay. I gave it half of a trotter. Look, the can was cool, and I like the fact that there were instructions on how to cook it because I'm a nerd, and that's what I do. But it looked like it had a sunburn to me.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy. It looked like it'd been left out in the sun too long.
Yes.
So visually, did it interest me? Not anymore. So it just looked like a can of red Spam.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and like you said, there was not a lot of gelatin or gel coming out of mine as well. It was just kind of like a, well, you'll see it. There's a video that we'll roll later on when we talk about the recipes. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That beautiful meat footage.
That beautiful meat footage. But we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah.
Okay. I can 100% see that. 100% see that.
Half a trotter.
Yeah, with me, I like that sort of stuff with like baked beans. Like whenever I make baked beans at home, like I like that stuff. So it didn't put me off as much.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, we'll talk about baked beans when I get there. I had a plan to do some Tocino and baked beans, and that just went out the window. But we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so right away, one full trotter to a half a trotter,
which is solid.
Yeah.
1.5 out of 2. So next is aroma. This is the first thing you notice besides the visual is the bouquet when you open the tin. Yeah. Is it inviting? Does it inspire you to create new dishes, or does it reinforce any ideas you might have had for making recipes? And I'll let you go first on this one.
So I really had to kind of debate this in my head a little bit because, mine didn't really smell too much like anything. The scent was so faint, but at least it was reminiscent of Spam in a way. If you will, it had that new can smell. But at the same time, it didn't really strike me as a powerful aroma right out of the can. However, being cooked, the aroma really came through, and it had a different, and I dare I say, a better aroma. So, I wound up, I tried to be fair, and I gave it half a trotter. Okay. Just because when you open a can of Spam, tell me I'm not telling the truth, but you smell it right away.
Yes.
Like it's Spam, right? And I didn't get that with the Tocino Spam. Maybe I had a different experience, or the air conditioner was blowing the wrong way. I don't know. But yeah, that was me. Half a trotter. What about you, Miss Junk?
Pretty much same across the board. I gave it half a trotter.
Right.
It's like, I think you want that, like that Spam smell to come out when you open it.
Yeah.
That's what you want that to come out, and that didn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
And instead you had like, it was like, it didn't really, it wasn't terrible.
Right.
It wasn't a bad smell. It wasn't like, it's like,
right.
oh, no. But
it wasn't offensive.
But no, I gave it a half. I didn't hate it, but the aroma when cooking, again, absolutely. I thought it was great. But so I gave it a half.
Yeah, okay. Half of a trotter. There you go, folks. You heard it here first. I guess we're on track.
Yes, so far.
But I have a feeling, there might be danger at the well, Timmy.
Danger.
Let's talk a little bit about the flavor aspect of it. Yeah, what do you have for that?
Both cooked and uncooked, how does the flavor profile change? Does a good sear change the flavor, or is it better without the application of heat? This one... Now we might disagree on this one. Mm-hmm. I don't know. First of all, I don't feel like it's okay to judge this one raw necessarily.
Right.
Because it even says on the package you're supposed to cook it.
Right.
So when I tried a piece raw, I was not a fan. I was like, all right, we'll see. Then I cooked it just not according to the instructions. The instructions, if you look, a little bit of butter. You put actually no, I don't think you put butter. I think you put it in the pan, cover it with water. Just cover it with water.
Mm-hmm.
As it cooks down, then you add butter and you sort of deglaze the pan to make like a syrup almost. So, So I like uncooked, did not like it one bit, not at all. Then I tried it just seared, and it was okay. It was pretty good. Then I tried it cooked the way that they asked you to cook it. And I like that a lot better. The only problem, like, here's the thing, like, it's very sugary. So as the water cooks down, it'll burn in a second. So you really have to keep an eye on it and really have to put it on low heat to get that nice syrupy thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the flavor, it's tough because, like, raw, it's like, I can't eat it. I didn't like it. But cooked, I loved it. I kept going back.
Right.
So for that reason, I'm going, like, I think the first time I made it according to the instructions, just as a test, I was like, it made me go back and cook even more to add in something else. So I have to give it a full trotter.
Wow, a full trotter.
Yeah, I think this is where we agree to disagree.
Right, right. Yeah, it's no secret here. I gave this thing 0 trotters.
Okay.
Raw, like you said, probably not the best idea in the world. Not that you can't eat it that way. I mean, you can eat all Spam raw, quote unquote raw, right out of the can, because as you know, it's cooked in the can. So, it's just lunch meat. It's not going to hurt you. But yeah, it was too sweet, and it just did not hit my palate the right way.
Wow.
And cooked. So I tried it cooked. I tried a little slice, like you said, not according to the can. I fried it up nice and crispy, and that wasn't too bad. But again, the flavor just wasn't there. So I thought to myself, I've got to do it, by the instructions. And that's what I did. And that's what you'll see footage of me doing right down there, waiting for this steam of water to erupt out of my pan so I could get the glaze. And I never really achieved it.
Okay.
I don't know if I was doing it wrong. Probably operator error on my part.
I don't think it's supposed to be a lot of, I think it's basically like slightly covering the meat. I don't think it's supposed to be like the syrup sort of thing,
Yeah, and maybe that's right. I mean, it didn't look bad when it came out, but I had, well, we'll talk about my recipe when we get there, but yeah. I hate to be so brutal here, but I gave it 0 stars. I toyed with this ultimately, but, look, the flavor is on point for what it is, but I don't like it. It's not for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There were instances where I tasted it or tested it with other things that I thought, oh, okay, that works. But overall, no, wow. zero trotters. I'm sorry. Wow. I didn't finish the can.
I did not expect such that wide array of difference between us.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
All right. That's something. Look, respect.
Right.
Did you try it raw, by the way?
I did. Yeah, it was way too sweet for me.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
It was like eating a Snickers bar made of meat.
Right. Well, isn't there a salad in the Midwest, a Snickers salad, which is basically Snickers bars, whipped whipped cream and grapes or something or apples or something like that.
I've never heard of this concoction.
Yeah, they call it a salad. It's like a Snickers salad. You should look it up. It's like little mini Snickers chopped,
right?
Whipped cream and then apples. I don't know what world this is a salad, but
well, the redneck in me thinks it sounds delicious. So
I mean, it is. It's delicious. It's just not a salad,
oh boy!
I just assumed that was like a Nebraska staple. That and the twin bings or whatever. Those
twin bings and cherry bash. Oh, I love those things.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Nebraska and Dolly Madison dressing.
Dolly Madison,
right?
Dorothy Lynch.
What's that?
Dorothy Lynch.
Dorothy Lynch. Okay.
Dorothy Lynch. I was like Dolly Madison. Isn't that a purse?
So close to my Nebraska history. They look a lot alike. I get those two. Yes.
Yeah.
Dorothy Lynch. I'll remember that.
Yeah. Fun fact, and then the funny reason I remember it so well is I knew Dorothy Lynch. My God, my grandma was friends with her. Yeah.
Oh wow! I just assumed she was like a frontierswoman or something.
No, she lived in the area where I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is she still alive?
In fact, my grandma used to make it at home. Shake the last bits of the oil out of the Wesson bottle, and she would shake it up with all these different ingredients. And that was what we ate for salad dressing. I've had legit Dorothy Lynch. It's delicious.
Oh wow, yeah, it's great. It's great, and you can only get it in Nebraska, which is weird. But
I'll send you a bottle.
No, oh sweet, and some twin bings.
And some twin bings for you, right?
Nice. All right, we gotta get back. Kool-Aid. We gotta get back on track.
Yeah, we gotta get back on track. We could talk about Nebraska, cuisine all day long, but
I mean, and I would love to. Cornhusker Blue, it's only in Nebraska. Yeah,
that's right. Sorry,
I digress. Texture.
Right. Texture. Let's go.
The fourth and final trotter before we get to the snout. Mm-hmm. This is a must. Is it mushy? Is it hard? Either before or after the cooking process. Do the flavorings, additives, or seasonings change the dynamic of the Spam in any way from the mouthfeel perspective? I'm going to let you go first here. I don't think you're going to be as kind as I am.
No. And I'll just be really brief because there's nothing I can say about it here, right? 0 trotters. I toyed with it too, but it's not the flavor that gets to me a whole bunch, right? Like I said, you know, the flavor isn't great and it's way too sweet for me personally. It's on point for what it's supposed to be. I get it, but it's not for me. Texture is where I think it really fell apart for me. It was mushy no matter which way I cooked it, and if I cooked it too long, it wound up looking like shoe leather instead of Spam. I tried it on a different slice, just on a thicker bias than a thin slice. You told me to slice it nice and thin, so I did, and that turned into shoe leather for me. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I did wrong there, but it was like, ooh, that's not good. And then, and of course, it was just like, yeah, it was like shoe leather. It was like crunchy and tough on the outside, and still mushy and gross on the inside.
Wow.
I hate to use the word gross here, but it's just the way it in my mouth feel. It was just, no matter what way I cooked it, no matter which way I did it the traditional way. I did it every way. I even cubed it up and fried it like that to try and get a little bit of it, but it didn't work. It didn't work in any frying or cooking application that I tried.
We are not going to get swag with this. With these,
we're not going to get swag for this episode, folks. Zero trotters.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Look, integrity matters more than free stuff.
It does. It does.
Really, but let's say it does.
Right.
I mean, mine doesn't, but collectively ours does.
Right. No, and you know what? We're bound not to like everything, you know, but it doesn't mean I hate Spam. You know,
I mean,
true story.
There's one flavor that we haven't reviewed that we both absolutely love.
That's
so,
right.
you know, and when that comes, like people see, and regular Spam, original Spam, we love it. We're going to talk about that next time, I think, right?
Oh, we very well may. Yeah, we very well may. It depends.
Ahead, but we very well might. We might. I don't know. We haven't
gotten there yet.
Get back to my texture. Here's the thing. So when I first tried it, I tried it as is in the pan flat, and I was like, all right, that's okay. But then I had one that was thinner, and I liked the way it crisped up and it caramelized a little bit. This is before I cooked it according to the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it gave it that same glaze and it gave it that sweetness. And I really liked that. It was almost reminiscent. It wasn't really bacony. It's almost more like a kind of a pulled pork / Spam kind of thing, you know, that I liked. And the texture there was okay, but then I don't think the flavor was as good. So then I tried it according to the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the flavor was better, but the texture was a little chewy. It was like a little almost like chewy. The other thing that was like, it's almost like, have you ever had tofu and and it's in a rectangle, and that like anytime you think it's like a meat, it's like, no, it's a rectangle, it's not meat, you know, like that doesn't bother me with regular Spam, but here I'm like, no, it's not bacon, look at it, it's shaped like a Spam can.
Right.
And the texture, it's like on one hand I didn't mind it, on the other hand it was like, for what it's supposed to be in cooking instructions, I gave it a half a trotter.
Half a trotter. Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Like it wasn't mushy for me the way the jalapeno Spam was, but that chewiness, it was like, it wasn't terrible to me, but I just didn't like it as much as when I think of like the original Spam.
Right.
You know? The Spam texture is great. Texture is great. It pulls apart. You have little, you know, love the texture. So I gave it a half. It was like either way you cook it, it's not quite, you know, and I know it's not the original, and I'm not saying it has to be, but yeah, it's the texture of just a half a trotter.
Yeah. You know, maybe it's too advanced for American palates like mine, you know.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it.
Right. 20 years gorging on Dorothy Lynch salad dressing.
I know.
Spoiled you.
I know.
Nothing will top that.
You know, the funny thing is I had to go out and get an OG can of Spam, and I did just before we go into our recipe here. I did just yesterday, as a matter of fact, make my cubed Spam and macaroni and cheese with the datched chilies in it. It was so good. It's still so good. I've still got some in my fridge. I'm going to eat it later for lunch. Ooh, can't wait.
Nice. Yeah, I have a little bit left too. I had two. I did spam fried rice, and then I just fried up a couple things there. So
right. Let's get into our recipes. Let's talk about that. I have
not been keeping score. I probably should have.
Oh, it's all good. The score is being kept on the board below us here, so we should be okay.
Okay.
I don't know what the score is either, but I know that I gave it, you know, maybe one full trotter. I gave it half a trotter.
You gave it a 0 for the first one.
No, I gave it half for the first one, Half,
okay.
Visuals was half, aroma was half, texture was 0, and recipe was 0. Do you need your readers, dear?
All right, so far, so I have 3 out of 4, and you have 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
Going into the recipe bit.
Yeah. And now it's time for the recipe bit.
Now it is time for the recipe bit.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
And I'll read off the, well, we'll wait for the footage.
Oh, the footage is rolling. It should be rolling, at least if these guys at AAD Technical Laboratories get their poop straight.
Right, there's a new intern. He's okay. He just needs to buckle down more.
We hired Steve. He used to work for DCL.
Oh, really? Oh, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. He was tech support. Yeah.
Yeah, he was fired for drinking on the job. But, look, pencils have erasers. All right. The next piece is the recipe bit. We feature spam in one recipe of our choosing and rate spam's placement in said dish as a viable substitute. If the spam works out in that recipe gets 1 or a half snout. If it does not, then it gets 0. So, yeah, I think I know where you're going on this. I gave it a half again.
You gave it a half. Okay. Half a snout.
Half a snout.
Perfect.
Yeah. It was, the thing is, like, I actually like it for what it is. And I think, I think going in, I probably might try it again in something.
Right.
Yeah, I tried it as first of all, I tried it just as slices. Then I put it with some eggs. Then I also tried it in slices, cooked the way the recipe say, and put it in in a wrap, almost like I would like a barbecue pork sort of thing.
Right. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. And by itself too. I I really there was a time where I ate it and I was like, this is so good. And I went up and cooked the rest of it. So I really do like it.
Okay.
I think just the thing I kept coming back to is would I buy this over barbecue pork or would I buy it over spam? And that's why I dropped it to a half instead of 1.
Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, it totally tracks because, and I'm of the same mind, if I had the choice to buy bacon or pulled pork or, whatever the other product you're going to put in, I would just go buy that thing. I don't think I would go out of my way to buy Tocino spam to accomplish the same things that I could like other things better. I don't know how that.
Right. Well, it's spam. I think there are times where you'll buy spam instead of ham.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, gosh, my recipe, no snouts. And again, it was really tough, right? Because here's the thing. I tried it 3 different ways. I tried it raw, tried it fried, tried it cubed. I tried it with, I was going to try it with beans, but it just seemed like it was going to be too much sweet, too samey to me. And I didn't think that was going to wind up being very tasty. So I eschewed that. I did, however, make a very traditional breakfast of fried tocino, eggs, and garlic rice, which is what they would eat in the Philippines. And, it wasn't bad, right? Because you could mix up the bits of spam with the rice and the egg. And it actually didn't taste bad with the egg yolk and the rice in a single bite. If you took that as a single bite and you ate it once, I thought, hey, that actually worked. But the rest of it, it's kind of an acquired taste for me.
Okay.
So, I would recommend this, Miss J. If you want to get out there and get a new tin of this Tocino and try that, get yourself some of that Ben's Ready Rice or whatever and just and add that. But yeah, try that with the eggs and Tocino. And, for a guy who does not like the Tocino product, I thought that was pretty good. So
now you've had actual Tocino before?
I don't know if I have, I don't know if I've ever had it. I was trying to think back if I've ever been, I was in the Navy on the West Coast, so I was around a lot of Filipino dishes and a lot of Filipino cuisine. A lot of it I liked. I was even in the Philippines. I'm trying to remember if I ever ate it for breakfast over there, and I didn't. Because the only time that I ever went out for breakfast, which I was out all night, actually, and I was just up for breakfast that morning, was corned beef hash and eggs with rice. I didn't eat spam, so
I'm a big fan of corned beef hash.
Yeah. I saw that on the menu, and I was like, that's going in my belly right now.
So with me, I guess when it comes to Tocino, I shall return.
Very good. Very good.
Wasn't that the what it said about the Philippines?
That's right.
MacArthur, General MacArthur. I shall return.
Right.
Yeah, I think the big thing here's the big thing. I think one, I don't know that you like sweet and savory as much as I do,
Right.
and I think that affected it because overall the scores are out of 5. I gave it 3.5. You gave it 1.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything you did was a half below what I rated, and I like that. Like the sweet and savory stuff. I think a little more spice would have been good. I think the texture when you cook it the way they do is a little. But I think I will try it again.
Yeah.
I think because I think the difference between this and jalapeno to me is that this is something different than Spam almost, whereas the jalapeno Spam is just Spam with flavorings. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, so wow, two cans.
A tale of two cans.
Yes, yes.
Reminds me of the Guinness ads, toucan. There's a toucan as their mascot. Toucan.
Yeah. Those classic.
Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah.
in the Philippines, drinking Guinness and looking at posters.
Guinness in the Philippines. Who doesn't know that classic lager, right?
Right.
It's not even a lager. I think it's a port. But
Yeah, or a stout.
a stout. That's right. I'm sorry.
I think it's a stout. Yeah. And it's supposed to be
Across
at,
the coals.
being half Irish, it's supposed to be at cellar temperature, not refrigerator temperature.
yeah.
Which is 30 degrees Celsius, not 30.
Yeah.
So
I've been to the Guinness brewery.
really.
Oh yeah. I've had me a Guinness, a fresh Guinness, right at the top of the. And you get done with the tour, they give you like a token for a free one, and you turn that in, and you get a free Guinness. God, it's good. Best Guinness I ever had.
Black and tans are still some of my favorite drinks.
I like black and tan.
Yeah,
Black and
big
tan is
fan,
good.
big fan. Even though I don't drink anymore. Maybe I should start. I should take it up.
You should take drinking up, right? Nobody should do
for
that.
Sure.
No, so there you have it, folks. The scores, the recipes. Unfortunately, like we said, there's a bit of a divergence between Miss J and I here, but at the same time, I think I can safely speak for her as well when I say I still love Spam. I love the product.
For sure.
And that's why we're doing this, really. We're not doing this to hurt. We're just doing this to taste test every single one. It has to be done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I think, I know for a fact there are going to be some that will be, challengers to the throne.
Right?
There are going to be some that you might be like, if you had a choice between this version of Spam and regular Spam, you'd really be torn. I don't think that's the case here or the jalapeno Spam, but I think there's a place.
Yeah. Jalapeno Spam was pretty good. I'll have to give it that. In hindsight, jalapeno Spam was really good. But,
you're backtracking?
Yeah, a little bit already. Yeah, because I'm gauging it in my head about which one I liked, which one I liked more, and I do have an order in my head. But we'll get there. We'll have a few more.
Right. When we have a few more, we'll set up the tier list and we'll start putting them in.
Right. So, gosh, what is there to talk about next? What do you want to do? So I guess it really depends on whether this mystery flavor comes out in time or not, or do we get the mystery flavor and then sit on it for a month and continue on with our current?
I think when the mystery flavor comes out, it's a breaking news.
Okay.
Immediate review. I think that has to be. I think we should prepare as though it's going to come out in a month or so.
Okay.
Maybe not though. Maybe it'll be sooner. Who knows?
It might be sooner.
But I think let's say it does not come out.
Okay.
Our plans could be what we were talking before. Do you want to break these?
Were you talking about the Spam single classic?
No, we were talking about the original. What we were going to do, we were going to talk about the original Spam, just to show people how we cook.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
Like yeah. So we were gonna, because now it seems like we don't want to give the impression that we're bashing Spam.
Right.
Like we legitimately love Spam.
Yeah.
It's offensive how much we like Spam.
It's in my DNA. It's in my bloodstream.
Yeah. It's right. So it's like literally like this merch. I also got the pajama bottoms. So which if only it were 30 degrees. Yeah.
And they got the mug and do everything.
We each have a Spam mug. Like we are huge fans, and we want to show that love, almost like an ode to the original.
Damn right.
That's what we were planning. Now, obviously, I think if the new flavor comes out, we have to be ready to break on that action. As the TINfluencers that we are on, the only Spam podcast in the world.
That's right. So
that's
next time is OG spam, huh?
I think we have to, right?
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
We'll show how what we do with it.
Right.
Some of our favorites.
I mean, we all know it's going to get 5 out of 5 for everything, right?
Oh, 100%.
So we don't even need to go through the criteria. We're just going to showcase our greatest spamacies, our spam recipes, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, it'll be an ode. It'll be
ode?
praising the folks at Hormel.
Yes, it shall. Yes, it shall. And I've got a couple surprises up my sleeve too. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I think there's one that's obvious, maybe a couple that are obvious. One, is it musabi? Is that what they call that?
Wasabi? Yeah.
Is that what they call the spam sushi?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know you're talking about the little
I think it's musabi,
rice.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know what
it's like that one. Yeah. I probably will not be doing that one.
A little too technical?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that one myself either because, again, a little too technical. Although I suppose I do have most of the things to make it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one everyone thinks of when they think of like, oh, you can really do a lot with spam. And then they do this.
Right.
They do fried rice and they do eggs and spam. And those are great.
Yeah, they are great.
So we might do a couple of those, a couple new ones, and we'll throw a couple of curveballs and just show
it
will be a love to the can.
It'll be time for us to celebrate all things spam.
Yes.
So, boy, now that you say it, I can't wait. I'm hungry.
I know. I still have
spam.
I have enough left. Usually, like when I have spam, I usually have 3 servings.
Right. Okay. That's the funny thing is it's about the same for me.
Really?
Yeah. I cut it into as many slices as I can for about 3 servings each, and
it usually works to 3. Yeah.
Right.
That's how
it's usually 2 slices, and that usually works out to a 1/6 of a can for me. So.
Right. Nice.
Fucking A. Anyways, dietary restrictions notwithstanding, let's talk about next time a little bit when we get there. But what am I saying? I'm such an idiot. I'm trying to read my script at the same time as I'm trying to come up with clever things to say, and it's not working out.
Yeah, it's very tough. I'm trying to only come up with clever things to say, and that's not working either.
Well, you're doing a far better job than I am. Now that I've found my place on the script, I can.
I mean, Dolly Madison. What am I thinking?
Dolly Madison. Isn't that a purse? Is that a purse, or is that like
Dolly Madison? She's the one who did those almost like Hostess Twinkies, I think.
Oh, right. I think you're
basically Hostess, but they were Dolly Madison, I think.
Oh no, are you thinking of Little Debbie?
No, Dolly Madison. There's Dolly Madison. There was like Hostess. There was Drake's. Dolly Madison, I thought was
Dolly Madison.
I don't know. You know what?
We'll have to settle this debate next time. But
or Google it.
Or Google it, right? Yeah. That'll be your homework assignment out there, everybody.
Yeah.
That'll be your homework assignment.
Yes,
Gosh. So I guess that's it. We want to thank all of you for taking the time to be with us today. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Is Tocino spam legit or should it quit? Sizzle pork and that subscribe button because the canned meat gods demand it. For Miss Junk, we'll see you right here next time for another incredibly spam-tacular episode of Double AD. So long, everybody.